Hey guys, appreciate you guys being here. USA Crypto Group's Eagles Den. This is the place where we allow developers to pitch their project 5 to 10 minutes. Again, this is not an in-depth analysis or in-depth presentation. Make sure that you guys do your research accordingly. During the presentation, my team will be posting a summary of their project in the chat room. So make sure that you guys go over there, follow them, click on the link, and do research. Again, guys, this is not an in-depth AMA. Usually there's an AMA. I dive deep into the project. I know every single detail about the project. This is actually my first time listening with you guys as well. So none of this is financial advice. So with that being said, I'd like to welcome the man back, Denzel Washington. Man, we had a chat with him yesterday, and I'll tell you what, he has a private group, and I think it's the best kept secret little private group in TG. I've been there for a day, and I'll tell you what, the return on a project that might pull off this group was 16K to 30 million. We paid $50 to get in. To me, I did not get in because I was just there for 20 minutes. So I was like, so I didn't really have time to react to it. But I would be dive deep into the group today and learn more about it. So with that, I'd like to welcome Denzel Washington to the stage. Denzel, pleasure to see you again, brother.
Yo, bro, you and Mike, always a pleasure. Happy to be here. I mean, you kind of summed it up before I even said any words. And that's when you know a project's great, because if I don't have to say anything and you're literally taking the words out of my head, like that's when you know something's working right. You know what I mean? But I'm happy to hear Mike made 0.5 sol off of 0.1. Basically, it already paid for his membership for this month and however long you want to look at it. And then you also attested to the fact that you can go to the bar, come home. There is a play every day, and there's multiple plays in there. To be honest with you, I missed what Mike got into, and I'm like still hella sick. Like I've been on so much Mucinex, my head's about to explode. So I passed out. But I was talking to Garrett in the group last night. I'm like, yo, did you see Argo? And I remember how I was telling you I was using Phantom Wallet and I wanted to use BullX. Yo, man, this is fucking crazy, bro. I swear to God, I've never used BullX yet. But I loaded up my BullX wallet with like 0.3 Solana. And I was like, let me try, because I know you guys had asked me on the AMA yesterday, if a token comes out, do you have to copy and paste the contract address, or can you just fire it and go? So I literally hit the BullX button, man, fire, go, 2 seconds, bought Argo, and I was in Deepak, which is our Diamond Play Analytics channel, which is very, very structure to give you the highest chances to win, because now if I have one channel with the live feed of any amount of Solana being bought and sold with the top guys in the world, let me just backtrack before I even go any further. I have set up the greatest insider trading analytics private group in Solana history, because if anybody wants to test me and say, well, I could do this, I can do that, that's fine. And I'm happy to listen to an open conversation, hear what your point is, and I'll come back with mine. But my whole thing that I built is I am tracking 500 of the best traders on Solana. In order for me to track that, to know why I'm even tracking what wallets I'm looking at, they have to have a net worth of over 600 grand made in 90 days and a win-loss rate over 65% in the last 95 days and have a net worth of around 800K to $1 million. If they don't even hit those factors, I'm not watching them. At any service that you may be using right now, anything that you get, I know for a fact nothing's giving you real time. When these guys make a move on Solana, you get it within 2 seconds, maybe 3 at the max. So the whole point of trying to get in something before people know about it is if you hear something about a token or a project from a Cole or a YouTube video, or you go tonight and you're like, you know what? I want to play on Solana. Let me go on YouTube and find what token to buy. You're too late. By the time you found out what they're talking about, there's already so many other aces in before you that they're just going to dump on your head, and 9 times out of 10, your exit liquidity. So what did I do? I flipped the script. I was like, if I can't join the cabal, I'm going to figure out what they're doing and watch every move they make in real time. So now you're going to be able to see all these different projects getting listed on the bot. Basically, if a token goes live, if somebody's buying that token, selling that token, because these are the best in the game, we're going to be able to follow that trade if we want. Is every trade going to be successful? No, it's not. Are you going to have an opportunity to get a hella X's and nice wins like Mike was talking about? Absolutely. Do I have members in there that made 600? I mean, if Mike was gambling a little bit more, he could have made thousands. But I tell everybody, when you come in, just bet small till you understand how this works, because you're the human being that's making the trade. It's not a bot that's going to guarantee anything. If anybody sells you a product and service and says, we guarantee you this, it's bullshit. Run away. I'm here as the realest dude you could ever listen to, man. Like, you're going to have to make your own educated decisions on what you're seeing. But to go bring this full circle, as I was just mentioning like 2 minutes ago, I was half dead. I was on the phone with my girl, like, yo, I think I'm about to pass out. It's only 9 o'clock at night, but this cold that I have, whatever it was just killing me. I just felt like complete exhaustion. And right before I was about to pass out, I'm in the Diamond Play Analytics channel, which tiers all these aces at 1,500 hours or more in buys, because if they're going to go heavy, it's obviously something you might want to look at. This token Argo came out. Pretty confident it's Argo, ARGO. And I'm like, yo, are you looking at this right now? And Garrett was like, I think I missed it. And I saw the first buy come in at 3 million. This is the first time I've ever actually attempted Bull X, because on Phantom Wallet, I'm getting 15 failed transactions with slippage because of how quick it moves. I got in at 5 million. It went to 46 million. And that happened within 5 minutes. I mean, I had one eye open. I was half dead on medicine. And I'm like, holy shit, dude. And he was just like, but this is happening every day. It ain't like a unicorn that comes once a year, like every time. Like, if you go to the bar, have a drink when it come back, just chill, camp out, wait for those signals to pop up, and then you have a chance too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, what I've given you is fucking Solana casino heaven with real-time tracking and the best in the world. So you definitely should make your money back. If you don't, if you end up getting wrecked, that's not on me, because we all make our own decisions. But at the same time, I'm giving you better access than anyone could ever do. Whatever free service you may be using, whatever website you're on, whatever opportunity you might be looking at to track a wallet, nothing is giving you 500 wallets in real-time notifications within seconds of what they do on the Solana blockchain in one spot. In one spot. Everything's automated and sent in the Telegram channel. You get the one you get the one topic for the whole feed, and you got a private topic with the DPAC, which is the diamond plays. And you can see it both. You could go back and forth. So, I mean, like he said, what Seattle said is probably the best kept secret there is. And I've literally made the subscription model so effing low that, like, if it doesn't work out or you're tired or whatever, you can leave, you can come back. There's no token here, fellas, ladies and gents. It's a subscription model. You pay a fraction of what you would be putting into anything else that you pay in life and what you gamble with. I can almost say, and you tell me if I'm wrong, that 95% of you have lost more than $50 on a token you've invested in. So if you're getting a $50 membership for 30 days, and these guys have made $10,000, $600, $3,000, like all over the place. I think Garrett, at this point, he's been in there for 2 weeks, he's made $20,000. Now, is he upping his bets? Yeah. I made, I post, if you guys haven't followed my Twitter yet, I have posted everything we have done. My testimonials in the group, these are all real human beings. They're not me. They're other people. They're not bots. They're real people. And all the trades we've done together. And when we're all up, we're all in the group at the same time, we'll be chatting in there like a country club. Hey, did you see this? Right now, I just got a message from Garrett talking about who's on base. Like, we just, you know what I'm saying? Like, we're here to help each other win. It's not a dog-eat-dog where someone's trying to take advantage of another person. You got to worry about a liquidity getting rugged, a token dumping on your head. Unless, obviously, you're going to buy a token, that can move up and down. But, like, the group itself is structured to be so priced for affordability that the more members I get, the higher and I do giveaways, give backs to me. So, like, it's just built in a way where I'm not taking much from people. I'm asking for a little bit for you to earn my trust and show what I can do to give you this great opportunity, and we all build together. And the more money that comes in, the more money I can give back. And that's pretty much it, man.
They ain't believe in us. Another one.
Another one. That's right. So one of the biggest problem in the space is that it's the time, guys. You know, like me, myself, I'm a trader as well. And I spend hours upon hours just trying to figure out how do these guys get in early, right? And find a good project. And this is pretty much going down to the source, guys. So just to recap what Denzel said there, he's literally studying all these wallets, right? With a certain metric, like he said, 65% success rate. The wallet got to have 600K cash sitting in the wallet. So he's doing all this research for you. He compiled all these wallets together, and he turns that into a live notification when these guys are buying to certain things. It tells you when these guys are buying to a certain thing. I want you guys to think about it for a second there. That just, I mean, you no longer have to sit in the computer for like 24 hours now, like me. I'm serious. I'm actually gonna go touch grass today now, you know, because I know when I come back in, guess what? I'll look into the room and there's something to trade. There's something to trade in there. It doesn't matter what time it is. I left, I think, for an hour yesterday. I came back. There was like around, it was like 50 notification, 50 projects. Whales are buying
Whales
into.
are buying.
DJ Mike. But yeah, guys, the link on there, I'll tell you what, and there's no commitment to this. $50 you get in. If not, then you go into the next one, right? The slippage alone, when I freaking convert USDC to Solana, that cost me like $1,000 sometimes, man. So anyway, guys, I feel like, I feel like that's gonna be very useful for you guys. Now, I'm just not saying that. That's something that, like I said, Mike, literally the first project Mike sent to me 16K to 40 million in the first day, first project. So now I want to make sure that you guys understand that it's not going to be like that every single project, right? Kind of like just touch on what Denzel said there. Start small, right? Build up your portfolio. And once you get to a certain level where you feel comfortable of going big, right? Because you don't want to risk anything that is going to make you stay up all night, hitting yourself in the head and not in the present with your wife and your kids and, hanging out with them and thinking about the stock market and crying inside. You don't want to do that. But I think it has a lot of great potential in there. I think the project the group is worth it, if you ask me. But don't take my word for it. You can try it out. If not, then you use just $50 a month. It's nothing. So the link, guys, the link is in the chat room. Make sure you click on it if you're interested. And that will take you in. You just pay for $50 and it will just send you in automatically into the room there. Sounds good, Denzel. I think you got something special, man. Something very special in there.
Really appreciate that, man. I'm glad that you two took the leap of faith just to see what I was talking about because, like I told you, I'm real. I'm not making stuff up. And then for you to live it, for Mike to actually see it in real time, and then for Mike to be in the profit of only being in there for like 6 hours. And we were going back and forth in the chat like, hey, man, I just made it just makes me feel good because I'm giving everybody the opportunity to have a win, and it's a reliable, valid product that's not smoke and mirrors and bullshit. It's the real deal. And the other thing I wanted to do, if you go to my Twitter and follow me, like I'm always giving away Solana, I'm giving away access tokens. If you don't want to pay the membership, I might give you an access token for a day just to test it out by your engagement. But the other thing, my banner picture in my X right now, it says a token called Stealth. I had no effing idea, and I never do. Most of my D&D is like, your due diligence, your research. You'll get a token that comes up, and then I'll go, all right, let me see the Twitter count. Is it some bullshit where they're going to rug it in 3 seconds? Like, who is behind this? Is the contract address matching the contract address from the Twitter that they're linking? Like, and then I'll have to sometimes go back to Pump Fund, put the CA in because they didn't get a chance to update the deck screener because it takes forever. And plus, deck screener's so effed up that anybody can take control of a project's decks and just pay money and put whatever bullshit that you got to watch out for that too. But this Stealth token, right? I had no idea what was some video game thing. I didn't know. I don't know what any of these projects are. I don't give a fuck. I don't care. All I'm looking at is how much money are these sharps putting in? And then I want to get a piece of that if I can get in early enough. And these guys put in like $20,000 in Solana like within 30 seconds. And I couldn't believe it. So I'm like watching Deepak. I'm like, fuck, I got to get in. I made $5,000 in 13 minutes off of 2 SOL. And if I had waited longer, it would have been ended up being $12,000. But you know what, dude? Whatever. I made a 10x in 13 minutes. Nobody's going to sit there and cry the bed that you made 10x. And could you have made more? Sure. But most of the crypto community in space is always talking about how I got rugged and lost money. When you're starting bitching about, oh, I could have had a 15x, but I got a 10x, you're doing pretty fucking well. You're probably in the top 2%. I mean, but that's what's on the table. So I appreciate the support. USA Crypto, these guys are the fucking best, man. And for them to be members and living it in real time, seeing what we're doing over here, I couldn't have written the story a better way. And there's so much more for our future. For my future, for what I'm trying to provide to this crypto space to get wins. And if you ever need me, I'm here. I'm on my X. Whatever you guys need, I'm always happy to help to get us that win. I appreciate the time.
Yeah, thanks, Denzel, for being here. Guys, to me, it's a great product. again, it's not one of those things where it's a guarantee win, but I think it gives you the edge over other people trading. Man, this see, I always say do root cause analysis, right? You got to get to the source. Like, how are these projects, how are these people making like 30x's, 50, 100? How do you get in early? This is it, guy. This is it. And one thing special about this is because it's a membership type of deal. So what you get is that you have all these people coming in here intentionally with intentions to make money, right? So that means that you can chit chat and share knowledge within the chat room. And I gotta say, out here, there's so many different groups that's not paid. People are not here for that sometimes. But if you can dance all those actual traders in one single room, man, you guys can learn a lot. And I'm pretty sure me and Mike will be in there as well in their chat room, kind of also learn, but kind of passing on the knowledge that we have too, right? So the more people work together, the more we win. Just how it is. We all have to learn from somebody. So when you have a bunch of people just with one mission is to get into trade early, I think it's something special here. But anyway, guys, the link is over in the chat room, and you guys click on it. I think it's 50. Is it $50 right now, Denzel?
Yeah, it's 50 for 4 weeks, and if you just want to do like a real quick test trial, it's $35 for 2 weeks. But the bigger times you go, like 3 months is $120, 20% off. And if you do the full year, it's 30% off. So like the longer time frames you get, the more of a discount. But like, just drop 35 to see what it's about. And then if you want to leave, leave. If you want to stay, stay. Wait for that membership to run out and then change it to, a better one that save you more money. But just getting in there to see what we've done and how it works, I think would do you such a service, because what are we all doing? Like, if I'm on Solana every day, if I'm in crypto every day, I'm here to make money. Like, I want opportunities thrown at me without having to find it and given to me on a silver platter. And I get to choose what makes the most sense. Because if I'm not doing that, we're here to make money. I don't know what else other people will be wanting to do. And I'm giving you the opportunity to be sitting there in heaven with millions of transactions being fired off that are analyzed properly by me, giving you the best traders in the world, showing you what they're doing in real time. You just have to sit there and assess for yourself what you may want to take, but it's all right there in front of you. So like, yeah, he's right. It is the best secret.
Maybe that should be the tagline.
I can't wait to get the website up. Best secret in crypto. But you guys are going to have to franchise tag that now. I have to pay residuals too.
That's it. That's actually the funny thing is because I had a chat with Mike. That's literally what I told him. Yes, I was like, you know what? This should be the tagline, best kept secret. Yeah, guys. I mean, but hey, think about it, guys. It's just the knowledge, right? When you have a bunch of people with the same mission, right? The same idea is to learn how to trade, to win, all in one place. That's powerful right there. I think that knowledge alone, be surrounded by people like that they're alone, man. That's worth $50. Not excluding the notifications of all these wallets, what they're buying to. I've been in space for a very long time, and you need a community like that, right? You want people with the same energy, the same mission, share knowledge. That's powerful. That's gonna pay dividends down the line. So they do have a chat room in there too. So it's actually a great way for you guys to also learn from the more experienced people. I have checked out the chat room, but I think myself going to be in there as well. Not just to learn, but chit chat with us people with the same mission, right? Which is to make money, regardless of what you guys said in here. We at USA Crypto Group, we're here to make money with integrity, right? And I think we all here for that. All right, Denzel. Anything from you, Mike?
One thing that I guess I should ask, like we always ask every project, Denzel, if you can give us one thing that would bring your community the most value, what would that be?
Bring my community the most value.
So what I guess the question is that what has the most value in this project, you think? I know it's a tough question because you have so many things going on. Well, besides that, but what do you think has the most value for people to buy into the subscription?
The most value that it's a two-pronged question answer for me. One, everybody has the opportunity to get wins instead of getting the losses that they've been enduring. And two, I have taken all my time. I mean, this is the biggest thing that makes everybody to have an understanding of why to even subscribe to what I built. I'm a guy that put in 3 months of work to figure out how to pay over $400 a month to get everything on the analytics to provide all these specific wallets for you guys that have nicknames that are the best in the world, to give you one spot of all this data and information coming to you in real time to make your decisions. And I feel like if any project out there could just build a hub to give all investors the opportunity to get wins together, that's the biggest value that I could provide anybody, and I've done it. So that's the whole, I mean, hopefully that answers the question, because it is kind of a tough one, but that's probably the best way I could explain it.
I think it's well said. Very well said. Yeah. Thanks, Denzel, Denzel Washington, for being here. And guys, the link is over there if you're interested. What's that $35? Is it 35 or is it 50 right now, Denzel?
35 for 2 weeks, $50 for 4 weeks.
Oh, there you go. There you go. 35 for 2 weeks if you want to try it out. In fact, I'll probably chat to Denzel after this, see if we can actually have like a one free membership. I'll even pay for that, just so you guys can try it out within our group here. And yeah, we'll talk about that, because I really believe in this, guys. I think this here, if you guys are a trader, I think this is for you. If you want to have an advantage over, where whales are buying, you gotta check this out, man. You really have to check this out. So with that being said, guys, thank you, Denzel, for being here. And yeah, we move into the next one.
Thank you.
Let's go. All right. Thank you, Denzel. That was a great presentation there, brother. Next up, we have Toasty Tony's. Toasty, welcome, brother.
Hey, what's up, guys? Thanks for having me. You can hear me?
Loud and clear.
Toasty, yes, we can.
Okay, perfect, guys. Thanks for inviting me. I'm Chris. I'm one of the guys from the dev team. Excuse me in advance. English is not my native language, so if I'm missing some words or you're confused, it's based on I'm German based, and that my English skills are not good enough. But let's get back to the point. So I'm Chris. I'm one of the guys from Toasty Tony. Toasty Tony is a soul-based meme project. But it's more than just a meme, because we decided, hey, we want to stand out of the majority of projects, because I think in the end, most of the project, I have no real data right now which is proving that, but I would say a lot of projects not even existing 24 to 48 hours. So and a lot of people losing money and just a few winning money. In the end, it's a player versus player system, and we had a problem with that. We had a moral issue with that and said, hey, we want to build a project which is different. So the idea about Toasty Tony is to combine the viral potential of a meme with utility. And this term utility is charity. So in the end, see Toasty as a symbol for bread. So bread to the world. And in our case, or in our mind, everybody out there should have some bread. I think everybody knows that all of us probably talking in here are more privileged than the majority of people in this world. So the main target of Toasty Tony is to have fun in the trenches, with the right moral compass, let's just say that, and feed those or support those in need. And often, for example, you can find on our charity and our socials, you can find some content about the first charity we made when we hit the first 100K milestone in Frankfurt. Often it's not always about money. Sometimes it's just you got to listen to someone. So if someone is struggling, you can listen. So help doesn't always mean money. So sometimes you can also help with awareness. You can point fingers and say, hey guys, this is going wrong. We should have an eye on this. This is something not economically, like social, we should change. So in the end, Toasty Tony is a social coin based on Solana. And we want to combine the viral potential of a meme, because in the end, what is a meme coin has to offer to the crypto space itself? I would say the potential of user onboarding. Everybody can understand what a meme is. And I would say Ponky, for example, best example. If you create virality, and if you're big on Instagram, for example, you can bring normies in. You can onboard into them into the space. And I think in the end, this is the power of a meme. But often this power is getting used into the right direction, if you got me. So this is what we're aiming for: combine virality of memes with a better purpose, because in the end I have a background. So I used to work as a student for a health organization which is called Oxfam, and I worked to generate. I was one of these annoying guys in the city who was talking to you and trying to convince you to help. And what I figured out, that charity is often not really sexy. So the idea of Toasty Tony is make charity sexy, make it fun, make it also positive. So we're trying to involve positive emotions, because often charity is about a lot about negativity. And we want to combine it. So in the end, the long-term vision is make charity sexy, make it entertain, bring big people in. So the bigger the project will grow from milestone, like to next milestone in terms of market cap, we will have bigger charity events. Later on, we will also bring like some governance functionality in. So if you own tokens, like a specific amount, you are also entitled, for example, to vote. What is the next charity event? Where are we going to host it? Because the vision long-term is, for example, we have a team which will also include influencers, so we can maximize the reach. For example, we have Team Germany or like Team Berlin, a Team London, and a Team New York, and all doing competitions in terms of charity. So we're competing against each other, but with a good purpose. That's what Toasty Tony is all about. We currently managed to reach our second milestone, which is 1 million market cap. There we have our next charity. So we're currently planning our next big charity event in Germany, in Berlin, because we're German based. So at the moment we're starting here, but the idea long term is to make it global, to get everybody involved, because in the end, what is better than to give something? I think you all knows the feeling how it is when you have Christmas Eve and you just look at your little sister opening a present, and you can see the whole body and the whole house smile. And I think this can also give you a lot back. So this is what Toasty Tony is about. It's about sharing and caring in the end. Yeah.
All right, Chris, appreciate a quick summary of the project there. Yes, I mean, this is a feel-good mission project, so I like that. Toasty Tony, why Tony when your name is Chris?
That's a good idea. That's a good question. So let me wrap up how I actually came to this idea to actually create this character, which is leading this project. Let's just say so. So I was grinding the meme coin trenches really, really hard, especially around the US election, because I think you guys all witnessed this Peanut and also Fred on all this this big narrative about animals, pets getting seized by authorities. And I made some good money there. But afterwards, I basically lost most of this again to like small micro cap coins, which I've put maybe also sometimes randomly money. And so it was also, I don't want to blame the space. It was also on me. I'm also trying to always criticize myself. What could I done run better, you know? But in the end, I ended up losing a lot to rug pulls and all this kind of stuff. So I decided, okay, I want to launch a coin that is making it differently, you know? And I was thinking, okay, what should I came up with? There's a lot of dog coins. There's a lot of cat coins. So I didn't want it to go into something super saturated. So I decided, okay, I like toast. I love toast. I make toast every morning, basically. It's part of my identity. And in this time, I just basically felt like a toast driven over by a tank or whatever, you know, like I really felt the trenches handing me hard, or I had to take a lot of punches. Let's just say it that way. So I felt like a toast. And in the end, I think Toasty Tony is really also getting over the tongue. You can really nicely say it. I think it has some kind of branding potential, if you got me. So that's why we came up with the idea to name it Toasty Tony. And in the end, first, it was just a fun project, and that we say, hey, we want to go down the line a little more professional. This actually came after the launch. So we are kind of a built in public approach, if you got me. So we are building everything publicly because we're also a fan of transparency. So we say, hey, let's build this in public together with the community, because in the end, the biggest power always, especially lays with the community, right? So, yeah.
Yeah, sounds good. Now, it does have a ring to it, Toasty Tony. When did you guys launch the project, and where's the market cap currently right now? Because you said that the market cap reached $1 million, right? And where's that right now?
Yeah. So right now we are just above, below like 500K market cap. So we had a pretty big correction. So we launched. I don't know the exact date, bro, right now on the second, but it was end November. So I think it 28 or 27. I gotta check that up later on. Because so we launched end of November. I think we got the first bigger pump after we made it to Radium. That was like a little before Christmas. Let me see in the chart. I think 20th to 22th, we had our first like a little bigger pump, and I think you can see the chart. Then also someone cheated on us. The community really took strength and ate the dip together. I mean, in the end, we did a lot of mistakes when we launched. I think we are really getting everything under control. We also got some advisors, or at the moment, we got some advisors in, which is taking us, because I got to be honest, this is my first project, but we have people who are advising us, because in the beginning we did a lot of mistakes, so I think we are really getting into the right direction. We are building our community. TG is getting bigger and bigger, and so far we are mostly run organic. We also tried one German bigger influencer. Apparently didn't really work out that well. So yeah, at the moment we are preparing next marketing activities. We're going to search new partners, and that's where we're standing at right now. Kind of.
You launch on Pump Fund. Now let's talk about the treasury. So you guys a charity token. That means that you ultimately have to donate money to these charity work, right? Let's talk about the treasury. Where are you guys getting these funds from?
Yeah. So we have, with the core community, we are always, for example, for marketing activities, we are also gathering like funds from our core community. Same as goes with charity. So on the long run, the idea to finance charity is to bring. So that's why I also said we want to make it viral. So we want to integrate influencers. So in the end, on the long run, which is the vision, it should finance itself through sponsorships. So as soon as we have that much virality, and we can say, this is a big example, but say, hey, Coca-Cola, this is the next charity event. We have this faces planned in. This is our media kit. This is the sponsoring packages you could choose from. You could, which way you want to go. It's present options. So at the moment, this is financed by our core community. To really answer your question, on the long run, it should be sponsored basically by companies buying kind of into the projects, because at the end, the idea is more to focus on awareness and make viral charity events. Of course, we also want to have an impact financially, but we think the bigger power of this project is to actually generate awareness for charity and for problems that has to be solved, if you get me, So long run, the idea is to make it be financed by companies that can buy into this virality, if that makes sense. Yeah.
To date, have you guys done any donation yet to any charity yet?
Okay. Maybe I got the question wrong. So what we are doing is basically... we're doing the charity at the moment. We're doing the charity actually ourselves. So if you check on our socials, there's videos from Frankfurt where we basically we went out, we talked to homeless people. So we I think it was 150 breads, pre-made breads from a bakery. We gave it out to homeless people, but we want to also listen to them. So we talked to them, had like some interviews, and say, hey, what is little things in life, maybe also not financial sometimes, because even though that, for example, one guy said, hey, sometimes it's just like open your eyes, look at people. If you see someone struggling, sometimes it's not about money. Sometimes it's also, hey, are you okay? Can I do something for you? So the first event, like right now, and I think this will also be for the long run, because I used to work in charity, and often in this big charity organization is you donate $1, and in the end, towards where you wanted to donate it, in the end, maybe 10 cents is reaching this, So there's a lot of money going into organizing this big venture, or not ventures, these big NGOs. So there's a lot of money being paid into that. And I think the power of on-chain is also transparency, right? So right now we're paying it with our own money, because you always have to make like in front investments. That's for sure. So the team pays it themselves. I think on the long run, if it grows bigger and bigger and bigger, we need to get partners involved. Due to my work as a student, I still have good connections. And for example, in this case, like to Oxfam is originally from the UK, but I think they are operating. At least from what I know, I don't know if they're operating in the US, but at least in Europe and Asia and also Africa, they're really, really active. But like I said, I think right now we are not at the stage where we should outsource it, because then we're also giving some kind of control away. So right now, for example, the next big charity event, which we unlocked kind of when we hit the 1 million milestone, is going to be happening in Berlin. And this time will also be organized by us.
Okay, so you guys are actively going out there, giving back to the community, holding charity events, etc. So that's actually really good to hear. I think you kind of answered the questions there a bit there, but my next question was going to be, how can you differentiate, like what makes you guys unique? Because as you know, within the space here, there are thousands of different charity tokens out there, right? And so when it comes to charity tokens like this, where you want to get sponsored by big companies out there, like you have to put in the work. So I guess if you can go ahead and kind of touch on again of, I guess, what makes you guys different, what differentiate you guys from the other charity tokens out there, and what makes you think that you guys can do it?
Yeah. So I think in the end, it all comes down to the core question: how can we make charity sexy? I mean, in the end, a lot of this is topic wise, it's dry. A lot of people don't want to think about this, because it often also maybe reminds them, hey, I'm super privileged. It makes you feel a little uncomfortable sometimes. So I think that's just the experience I have. This sometimes is really challenging for NGOs to get people involved, because it's negative. So the idea, what we have is we want to make it entertain. We want to make charity fun. We want to make it entertain to to attend in, to be part of. So the idea long term is to also incentivize the community and make, I don't know, for example, to participate in something. So we have ideas, for example, this is just an example, a breakdown. Make your neighbor a toast. Film the whole thing, make it entertainment, make it funny. The best video will win. This is just an example. Just win 5 Solana. So people go out on TikTok. They should make videos and say Toasty help. For example, use a specific hashtag. Toasty helps. For example, they make this video. This is just an example with the neighbor. It should be something more impactful on the long run, of course. But the idea is to combine entertainment with charity and do it in a positive way, because most of the time this charity, and I can just say that from my experience standing on the street, convincing people to be part of something and donating on a monthly base, like a subscription kind of thing, it's super hard to convince people. Most of them, they won't even stop, but if you make them stop, you still need to convince them. And in the end, I often had the feeling that it's missing. It's the wrong wording maybe, but sexiness. It's not really. You don't want to handle topics like that because it makes you feel uncomfortable. So we want to change this feeling around the whole charity kind of narrative, if I can say that.
Yeah, the more I talk to you, Chris, I think I can sense the passion and the energy behind this. I've talked to a lot of charities out there, and it seems like for personal gain only, because it's easy to implement something like this, right? But I think you have the passion, man, and it's not one of those things where just talking to you seems like you actually sat down and thought about the viral concept and the business model and the strategies behind it. So I think you really want to make this work, and and it's a feel-good mission project. So yeah, I think you got my support, man. Yeah, good luck to you, and I look forward to see what you can do. In the future, but I can definitely sense the passion in you, and so I appreciate that.
Thanks for your kind words, and also thanks for inviting us. We really appreciate also talking to some guys from the US. If you have any questions, feel free to jump into TG. Feel free to follow our socials so you can be part of something bigger than just a coin. And of course, everybody out there should have some toasties, right? So make sure to grab a bag if you haven't done yet. And thanks for having us.
Keep on grinding, brother. Keep on grinding. Go through the trenches. That's the testament of how resilient you guys are. And I think you can do it. The
We will.
summary is over in the chat room, guys. Make sure you guys go ahead and follow the TG, follow the X, do further research. But I have a good feeling that Chris is actually he's actually passionate about this project, and I like that. I like people with passion. You're doing it with intention, right? And I can sense that. Now I could be wrong, but that's how I feel right now. So good presentation, Chris, and appreciate you being here.
Thanks.
All right, Mike, what we got, brother?
All right, great presentation there, Toasty. Let's see. I was just trying to find the other two here. If the team is here from Doghead and Snowprowl, please raise your hand. I can get you unmuted here.
Interesting.
I do see one with a hand raised. Hey, Rizba, are you part of the team?
Oh shit! I'm actually looking at their logo, right? The imagery now. What's going on with the dog? There's no head.
Just get up head.
Oh man, what's going on with this dog? Is that actually a real dog? You see that, Mike?
I do see that. I mean, I don't know.
I mean,
I don't know how it could be
I'm
alive.
not making fun of the dog, but it's just how is it even surviving?
It's got one arm too.
Oh man, wow, it's gotta be a special dog. Hey guys, this is actually the first time I look at these projects, guys. The only project I actually have some sort of experience with is that it's not a project, but it's a Sharp Money with Denzel Washington. But this is my first time looking at all these stuff here with you guys. So that's why I like the ego stand sometimes, I just let the developer present the way that they present. And through that, sometimes you're going to have a good sense of who they are, right? There's no script, there's nothing like that, and I like to ask tough questions too. But I think Chris came across very honest, man. I think he has a passion for charity work. Doghead, are you guys here?
Looks like Evie's telling me that she sent out reminders with no response. I don't see either of the teams here, brother.
Anyway, guys, I'm looking at the picture right now. I think the summary is posted in a chat room. I'm not sure if our team also post that as well, even if they're here or not. But it has one ball, no, missing one arm, one leg, and there's no head. So I'm not sure if this isn't even a real dog or what.
Has one ball. I didn't even notice that.
I'm looking at the picture, bro.
Should I send it in? Should I send it into the chat?
No, I'm looking at the summary that the team put together in our mod room, I think.
Oh yeah. Oh yeah.
Man, I feel bad for this dog, man.
Ouch.
I don't know what happened here, but if the dog's still living, man, it's a special dog.
My God, how could it breathe?
It's an alien.
Is that your wife?
My daughter in the background.
Oh, your daughter. Yeah. All right, what we got? We can go ahead and skip this one, and we can wait for the team to come back later. What do we have next, Mike?
That would be Snowprowl, which they are also not here as well. And those were the last two teams in for today.
Oh, really? Okay. Yeah, with the ego stand, I know a lot of the tokens are actually overseas, and right now they're actually most of the projects, to be honest with you, they're sleeping, right? For the simple fact that, well, we do have a lot of developers from the U.S., but it's, usually undoxed, right? Because of the regulations. But I think that's going to change very soon here. USA, we have a huge impact in the crypto space, but you don't see a lot being doxed. The reason is because of the regulations. So Trump being in the office, I'm so excited, man. I'm actually more excited. And Mike knows I've been working very hard behind the scenes because I'm so excited. I feel like it's again like back to 2017. The ICO era back then. Project used to raise like 100 million. It's crazy.
Yeah, I mean, hey, we're getting back to that, right? It was a very long, cold bear market, or the builders market, as they want to call it. But, I mean, we're coming out of the gate running, I feel, on this bull run right here. And it's just the beginning. I feel like we're going to have at least a very strong 2 years run right here. Could be longer, but I feel at least a good solid 2 full years of nice, strong, good projects coming to the table, good gains. So USA is here to help everybody make some good money this year.
Yeah, we've been grinding for 4 years, guys, and I think we built an amazing group here. You guys, I see a lot of people here have been together with us since like fucking day one, right? And I think, I've been saying all the time, I've been very bullish in the space, but with Trump signing an order that pretty much to make USA the capital of the world, crypto, it's incredible. It's incredible, and having him launch a meme coin as well, the first president. Now the first president of a U.S. president to have a meme coin, man, that has huge significance. So I'm very bullish. Now I do not agree with the second token that he launched for his wife right out the gate within 24 hours. I don't agree with that, but it is what it is. Bullish as hell, very bullish. It's time to grind, guys. This is your time right here. So if you guys been in the space, step it up. You got to work harder. This is your time. If you guys cannot make this out, make it in with the next 2 to 3 years. I'm not sure what to tell you. You're just lazy. That's it. You're just lazy. Right now you're sitting you're probably in the front of a lot of the people out there. You got to understand a lot of people don't even know what crypto is. People start coming in right now, and you guys have an opportunity to really work hard and make it the next couple of years here. So if you slack off the next couple of years, I'm not sure what to tell you. You got to work. This is the time.
1,000%.
All right, Mike. What you got, brother? Let's play some music. Come on, DJ.
Let's go.
Let's go. What you got? This is actually the first time Mike plays some music.
No. Hold on. Let me see what I got here. I had these all set up earlier. I kept changing. That's pretty cool. Yeah, I found this one website that's got, oh my God, so many buttons, but you got to decipher them all. I'm going to have to try to pick and put these all out for something later on. I want to do some more of this.
This is the first time Mike's trying to be the DJ here. DJ Mike, I used to call him Santa Claus Mike because he's the guy that gives out over $500,000 already, guys. You got to remember, $500K within USA Crypto Group. That's crazy. I'm not sure if, we give now so much, man. But I think that Santa Claus, we're still giving it away, but now it's going to be DJ Mike now. So one thing we're going to start implementing is, guys, we're going to actually move over to X. I feel like, right now, that's where the attention is at. And so we're going to have to just go with the flow, right? So X is actually rolling out X money. So Elon's trying to make like a all-in-one platform. I think the Chinese, pretty trying to compete with Weibo, right, over in the Chinese app, right? They pretty much have everything under one app, and that's what we're heading to over in X. And I think it's going to be huge. And I think they should be releasing that very soon here. So now your banking is on X, everything is under X as well. I still don't know how the guy does it, man. I just don't know. I think he has the Neuralink chip in his head already or something. There's no way you can run the top 5 companies in the world and top to play games and be the top 3 players, some shit like that.
I'm telling you, he's got to. It's either that or he's got guys running this post for him, but I don't know. I think he's got that chip in his head ready to roll.
It does. Yeah, Neuralink, man. Neuralink, and it's doing the Boring Company now. Oh, Mike, I'm not sure you guys heard about that, but it's actually SpaceX. They're rolling out this program where not just going to Mars only, guys. You can literally go from, let's say, here to like Dubai within like 5 minutes or 10 minutes, some shit like that. It's incredible. So imagine traveling to another country within 10 minutes. So that's going to be implementing very soon as well. The guy's changing lives, man. He's just changing. I don't know, man. I just don't know how a person can do all this. So when
what
you
a
guys,
time to be alive. What a time to be alive.
And when you guys feel like you guys are lazy and that you cannot accomplish shit, man, think about what Elon is doing. That should get you going. You think you're achieving shit? You're not achieving any damn thing.
What were you saying there, Denzel?
What's up, Denzel?
I don't think he's human. I think he's always been from another planet and came down here. That's just my opinion. But he does too much. Nobody else is pulling stuff he's doing. It's crazy.
How? Denzel, like, how I just don't like, I think about this a lot actually. I don't know why, but I think about how, like, what is he doing? Because I'm a pretty ambitious guy, I have few things going on, but it's like the level that he's doing it and the caliber that's doing it, there's just no way. It just doesn't make sense at all. Like, how can a human, I don't know. It just, yeah. I'm speechless what he's doing.
You ever see some of the videos of him where, you could see they zoom in on his face and his eyes are just like scanning everything all around like a robot. I'm telling you.
Yeah,
it's gotta be,
yeah.
it's gotta be something out of this world, man.
And he was at the one of the events of Trump's event, and yeah, so there was a camera that actually pointed at him, and he was like twitching his head, like moving it left and right, up and down, and it was like eyes are rolling. I don't know, bro. I think the guy has Neuralink in his head already.
It's got to be, and that's why he wants to go back to Mars, where he came from, right? It's pretty interesting how Trump did say America will be the first on Mars. That's going to be quite the accomplishment.
But let's talk about the fucking, the controversy. What's going on right now, though? Man, you saw that. So I guess Trump went out and, well, as you guys know, him and Sam Altman, they're beefing right now, right? They used to work together. It's supposed to be a nonprofit. Altman meant to be, profit company. Anyway, they're going back and forth right now. So Grok is competing with ChatGPT right now, but Trump went out and made a statement that they're gonna, I guess, when he said we are investing 500 billion. I'm not sure it's actually from the U.S. or not, but anyway, Elon was not part of it, and he went on Twitter and pretty much saying that ChatGPT guys and the SoftBank, they don't have the money to do so. So he pretty much like talking shit to them right after Trump made that statement. So I'm not even sure.
I did see that. Yeah, there was a post crazy, right on X saying they don't have that money. Instant hate.
Literally going against what Trump said, So there could be trouble in paradise already, and those two guys, Elon. If you know Elon, you studied Elon. He holds grudges, man, and he does not let go, and he would do anything to annihilate his competition. The guy's ruthless, man, and Trump's the same way. So with those two, hard head personality, I don't know. It could be. We're gonna see how that unfolds, because I'm pretty sure Trump is not happy about the statement as well.
I'm actually opening up the market right now. Let's check out the market.
What we got, Mike?
Looks like we got BTC at 105, XRP at 313. Trump has actually kind of come back up from 29. It took a hard dip, I think, back down to like 23, 24. XL, or even Ethereum. Ethereum has been going sideways for so long. It's at like 3,400 almost. But, I feel like Ethereum is going to be that next good pump, to get a respectable pump. It's the only one, besides Solana, BNB, which, hit over 700 recently, BTC, XRP, even XLM, even Doge. They all got respectable pumps. But Ethereum was the only one that kind of held back. Even Pepe, which is an Ethereum-based token, got a respectful pump. So I really think Ethereum is going to be the next one on the run, which we've been seeing posts from Trump on World Liberty Finance token, the token that they're going to be launching there. I don't know when. I think it's going to be fairly soon. But they've been accumulating a hell of a lot of Ethereum themselves as well.
They have. Actually, they have. Yeah, I don't know. Ethereum, it's just a scalability, man. I think as Solana continue to scale with their, very reasonable gas fees, I don't know, man. Yeah. I think your Ethereum may be in trouble, to be honest with you. I don't know. You're right. Ethereum has not had a pump yet. And is it because of a rightful reason, or they're just trailing behind? I don't know. It's tough. It's tough with the gas fees, when you are paying like $50-$60 just to trade, right? A lot of the many parts of the world, that's pretty much a month of living right there. So
yeah, 100%. Some days, you'll catch a good $2, $3, $4, $5 on gas. But, if the market's hot and heavy, pushing all around, you can definitely see $50, $60, $80, $100 on gas, which is astronomical. So I definitely see the movement towards all the other cheaper chains and why those are kind of taking the spotlight and shine. But, you know, OG Ethereum and all the F players, I still think we're going to see a good comeback from there.
I hope so. I like Ethereum a lot. You know, I hope so. I really hope so. I do like Ethereum. Yeah, but they got to figure out a way how to make money. Maybe start charging layer 2, you know, on top of the projects layer 2. They got to figure out how to make the token deflationary, right? And I think that's the biggest problem in reducing the fees. So yeah, they got to be I don't know.
Actually, you know what? That reminds me too. I think there actually was some banter recently from Vivitek about layer 2 on Ethereum. I have to look at that. I'm pretty sure there was. Whether when that's going to happen or whatever, but you know, it's just going to be that scalability issue that they're trying to solve. So yeah, I'll have to look back into that one. I'm pretty sure there was.
Yeah, they gotta start taxing people. I don't know, maybe get a percent of taxing people on this layer 2 stuff on Ethereum, tax them and burn that tokens, you know, and reduce the supply somehow, make it deflationary. But they still gotta figure out the fees, the gas fees issues as well. So yeah, I think the funny thing is, you know, I really believe in Ethereum, and I think that has great value to it. But as we see Solana continue to evolve, right, it's catching up to the market cap, and I think the closer it gets to Ethereum, then I think people start questioning, you know, which chain is going to be better, right? Which is better chain, right? And right now, Ethereum on Solana is only fucking a third away. It's catching up very fast, actually. So it's a little scary for Ethereum at the moment. But I think once it gets to like half of, you know, maybe like around 200 billion, then I think that's when Ethereum might be in trouble, man. I don't know. If it's like, you know, 1, 2. Yeah, so I don't know. It's hard to assess right now, right? Because the growth of Solana is so fast. And,
yes.
And I don't know. It's tough.
Yeah, even with the XRP, with the ledger, with all the tokens that are starting to come out on the ledger as well. You know, they're making some good waves there. What was the other one there too? I was just thinking about.
XRP tokens, the meme tokens that are over there are flying, but man, like XRP guys, if you guys have not checked out the memes on XRP, do so. It's hot over there.
And then too, you were just talking about one the other day that you were in that you made some good money on the ICP network. What one was that one?
Yeah, if you guys, you know, you guys been around, you guys know that I love ICP, man. I think, but it also has the scalability issues. But it's the only chain that's 100% on chain, like NFT, everything on chain, 100% on chain. So I like that technology a lot. There's a project called Alice that is the first AI agent, and I put like $2,000 on the pre-sale. I think it's selling like around 16 grand within 3 days, and the market cap is still under 3 million. So, you know, if you find a significance in that being the first AI agent ICP, still sitting at 3 million versus you have, you know, other chains like Solana and Ethereum, they're all over 100 million easily. So I think it's, you know, I think it's going to go up. It's not one of those tokens where I'm going to hold it probably at least a year, maybe 6 years. I have a lot of ICP locked up for 6 years, forever. Actually, I'm going to lock it up forever. So that's my plan, is locking up ICP forever, like pretty much forever, and just earn the interest off that, right? And retire off that. I'm thinking within 6 years, ICP should hit 150. So if it hits 150, that should generate me about probably, you know, $300-400 a day. So, you know, that's around 10,000 a month. That's not bad, just from the interest.
Not bad at all.
Not bad
at all. No. I remember you saying too, when we first brought this around, I think but ICP was back down in $1.50 range, and now she came up. I haven't looked recently, but she's got to be over $11, $12. But I remember this was years ago when you were locking up your tokens, and then just a few months ago, you noticed that you didn't actually lock your tokens, so now you got them all locked up.
Right, bro. I guess there's like a couple steps that you have to lock up the fund. You know, so I came in like around $3 when we posted this, right? It was way undervalued, and it shot up to like 18 immediately right after that. And I wanted to lock up 6 years. That was 2 years ago, and apparently I just found out I never locked up my tokens. I was like, oh shit. So I finally just locked it like freaking last month. But then when I actually analyze of where the directions of it with Trump being in office, I'm very bullish on it. So I may just lock up forever, like forever. I think I probably have like 80K in that right now on ICP. So if it goes up to 100 bucks, which I believe it will be in 6 years for sure, then I think the interest um, alone is amazing. So yeah, I believe in the, I'm betting on the future of crypto. But yeah, there's a lot of plays, guys. A lot of plays. You gotta think long terms, guys. Don't go for that quick short gains and lose everything and do not rotate too much. Invest. Mike also taught me this lesson. The other day I actually was up 200 grand and I didn't pull it out. It's because it's one of the project that we posted in the community, and I didn't want just to dump on people immediately. But here's the thing, is guys, you don't want to rotate, and you don't want to, you gotta. Mike remind me this all the time. You have to take a step at a time. You gotta have patience. You have to always understand that there's always gonna be the next play. Like, do not be like so committed to the point where you don't want to take profit and you ride it all the way to the bottom, right? You don't want to do that. And we all done that. Me and Mike, we've done it so many times.
Oh, 1000%. And that was the biggest thing with me back on the first bull run that I got into 5 years ago or so. I rode the bags up, a couple $100 grand. I rode them right back down to almost dust. And I told myself I would never make that mistake again. And I'm doing really good this bull run, coming out swinging.
Mike's killing it this bull run, And if you guys follow our Trump and all that, we posted 30 minutes. I know that a lot of you guys made a lot of money based on the replies that you guys did there. Even Stonks, he went up like 26x, it went back down. I think there's IP issues. But guys, when we post something, it does not mean that you got to stay forever, man. Take profit, right? Take profit. You guys got to take profit. And you got to build up your basket slowly. Do not, man. Like, I made that mistakes so early on that I always go for that home run, and I end up keep on losing. And so you gotta change that. You gotta take profit, invest what you can afford to lose. You gotta be in the present moment with your family. I've been there, man. You lose everything, and it's like you can't. You sit there eating dinner, and you're thinking about the stock market. Thinking about your wallet, and you don't want to put yourself in that position.
Get married. Married kills you. Don't be a single man. Be a single man and get in and get out. Another thing, what do you guys think about? What do you guys think about PulseChain with P. and this Richard Hart thing? Because I'm telling you, that ruling with the new Trump administration and Gensler resigned. This ruling's supposed to come down on the 30th, by minimum the 30th. We're talking about like 5 days. If they drop the charges on Hart, I think, and you just watch, I don't know if anybody's on PulseChain, but P. just went from 0.012. It just broke 2 cents again. I think all-time high is 3.5 cents. If they drop those charges, you are going to see the most vicious reprice on blockchain that I think any of us will ever see. I mean, for all I know, P. and I'm not an analyst on price analysis, but from the chart experts and the people I've talked to with targets, it is possible P. goes to 40 cents. So, that's lunacy if it's literally 2 pennies right now. I mean, it just might be something. But I want to get your outlook, what your opinion is on this whole thing.
Oh, I love Peter. I love Richard Hart, man. I've been a follower of Richard Hart for a very long time. I'm actually, if you look back, we're actually one of the only groups that actually held an AMA with Pulse X when it first came out. I was an early investor in it, the sacrifice stage, still holding PulseChain and Pulse X. I believe that the case would be thrown out. He's working with some of the top 10 lawyers in the whole country.
His attorneys are Trump's attorneys, same guys. Yeah.
Yeah. So I think and the community over in Hex, man, huge, one of the biggest community ever. Very intelligent community as well. Very intelligent. Yeah, I'm holding this forever. I'm actually holding PulseChain. I made a mistake of Hex. I sold early and I did not make a lot of money off Hex, probably around 10 grand. But man, that thing shot up. And you have a lot of millionaires are holding Pulse X and PulseChain. I do like PDI. I do like Pulse X. The reason Pulse X is because there's actually a dedicated fees that's being burned. So it's like the ultra deflationary token. So it's kind of like Uniswap in a sense, but it's super deflationary. So I really like Pulse X a lot. Yeah, I'm holding that forever, man. That's a good choice. What's a good meme over there, Denzel? Over in PulseChain.
There's a meme and there's a good meme of, I mean, Teddy, that's the one. That Teddy's gonna do like if PDI goes to $1, which would be the first ever decentralized token to peg, then Teddy's gonna do like a 200x, because there's no limit to that. Like, it should just go absolutely parabolic. Whereas I think you also got people don't even realize, like, there's wrap Bitcoin on Pulse. Wrap Bitcoin has been making 30% moves the past 4 days. I remember my buddies bought it at $200 a token. It's right now like $1,500 the last time I checked. If that pegs, now you're talking about you're getting a Bitcoin for a fraction of what you could have gotten from 10 years ago. So it's like, it's just wild that he's just literally forking everything, and you potentially can go back in the time machine and pick up the prices you couldn't get before and sit on it right now on a very speculative bet, with everything leading towards the opportunity for a pump, with the SEC dropping the charges. I mean, I don't know how much more the stars could align for that, you know?
Right, 100%. I agree, man. 100%. If you guys are not familiar with PulseChain, man, yeah, learn about PulseChain. Like, I think it's once the cases drop, you will see that this thing is going to be one of the biggest comeback ever. Again, I believe in the ecosystem. Yeah, look into that. And you know what, Teddy, I like Teddy. Actually, I do hold a small position, but I may look into that and add a bigger position to that, because I think it is a
100 trillion, dude. I'm at 100 billion. Like, dude, I'm looking at their bags like $200,000. Yeah, I'm like, dude, I need to start adding. I feel like a little shrimp. I'm a little shrimp right now. You know?
Yeah, no, PulseChain. You know, Richard Hart has to way how to get attention, and the guy's very intelligent as well, man. The guy's very intelligent, but he has not been very active on X like he used to be. Huh? I wish he was actually more active like he used to be.
Well, he wasn't, because I think he couldn't. His lawyer said just don't say anything, and now he's been tweeting like crazy, because I think he knows that everything's going to come to a standstill, like everything's going to be over with. But like, there was like a long time where he was just like dead silent. Like, where is this guy? Is he on a remote island? Is he alive? You know?
Right. Yeah. Yeah, very bullish, very bullish. What other coins are you looking at besides the PulseChain, that Teddy and PETA, and what other coins are you looking at right now, Denzel? Besides, you know, the coins that you guys are trading within your private group, what do you think is a hot token right now?
I have a buddy who's a really good technical trader. He has his own like trading business, and he puts up calls all the time in one of my other groups. It's not even private, like anybody can join. We're like a whole family in there. And if you're interested, I'll let you know what it is. But for real, like right now, my biggest holdings is on PulseChain and those tokens we talked about. But this guy's usually spot on, like 8 out of 10 times. If he does analysis, it might take some time to play out, but those tokens will make their moves, and he just does TA. So really, I don't have any specific tokens. I'm sitting there like I'm hodling because I'm waiting, because there's just so many tokens right now that anybody can hold that are like blue chips that should move. But for the answer to your question, I'm kind of just all over the place. Like if there's a token that's a nice like wedge breaking pattern, I'll buy a little bit of that. But at the end of the day, nothing specific other than I'm all in on PulseChain, baby. That's it. I'm gonna get T-shirts made and wear it everywhere out here in Philadelphia. PulseChain to the moon.
Right. Yeah, you know, you have two different types of trading in the space. You got a fundamental and you got the technical. So, you know, I do technical and fundamental as well. So usually the fundamental, you look at the fundamental value of the project and you bet for long term. Now, technical, you just analyze the project and you just swing trade based on the sentiment of the token, right? And you have a lot of those as well. And you can make a lot of money off that. Actually, you know what? If you guys actually study crypto, you know, the technical indicators are different than the stock market because of the volume, right? So you cannot really trade meme coins based off the indicators on meme tokens just because it's so volatile, right? So a lot of the indicators, they don't really apply, but there are patterns there that you can actually read if you pay attention. But yeah, definitely, I'll hit you up, Denzel, and I'd like to get into that group as well. But guys, Denzel has a crazy private group, man. It's pinned. Check them out.
Absolutely. Well worth it. Like I said, you know, multiple tokens yesterday, probably equal to over 100x between all of the tokens easily. And then plus my little late night play, which I made 5x on. So I do actually have buddy's birthday party I'm going to be attending to tonight. Going to have some fun, some drinking. I'm going to get back into there, probably make some drunk decisions. Trying to get into some coins. And we'll see how that goes. But absolutely great product, brother.
Thank you, man. Thanks
Yeah,
for
guys,
having me.
Yeah, thank you, Denzel. Thank you, Toasty, and everyone that showed up here. We're gonna actually start implementing, like I said, more emphasis over an X. I'd love for you guys to come on and talk about your project as well over there, and sometimes just go over the market and do some analysis and kind of see where we're at on things. Yeah, Denzel, I'd love to have you guys you on over there as well. Let's talk about that.
Absolutely.
Awesome, guys. So I think we passed an hour and a half now, and should we wrap it up, Mike?
Yeah. Let's go ahead and wrap it up, and we'll do. You want to do a random number, or do you want to let the boys pick?
Yeah, let's pick a winner, the listener here, and also let's do a random number as well. And also, if you guys join the TG, I think we didn't have 2 projects showed up, but you guys join Toasty TG, and one of my team will go there. Just kind of give a feedback on them. I think Chris he has a passion for charity work. I can sense that. Just kind of give a feedback, and you join the TG, etc. Say something about the Eagle stand, and I think my team will go there, and maybe Mike go there and pick $5 to $10 as well, just to show them support over there.
Perfect. Toasty, Chris, you still with us? Toasty Tony, Chris?
Toasty is actually making a toast right now. He's busy.
Seeing how he might not be here. Denzel, you want to scroll through the list right here and just pick one random winner for us?
Absolutely. Let me go back to the chat.
Once you grab that name, you can send it over to in a DM as well. We'll get that up on the list.
Let me see. Let me go back to the chat room. I think all the summaries are posted there, guys. Make sure you actually follow them, okay? Actually, Mike posted there. Good.
Yep, we'll get everything all posted up on YouTube here, pinned into the group here shortly as well.
But yeah, Denzel, man, I like the tagline. Crypto's best kept secret. I love the tagline, and I think
I love it too, man. How do we keep coming up with these catchphrases, bro? This is what's up.
Sorry, guys, you were asking for me. I was just on the toilet.
That's always good.
No worries, brother.
Oh, man.
Sometimes you got to do what you got to do, right?
That's it. 100%.
Where are you guys actually based in the US? East or West Coast? Because I was Pacific, right? Pacific time zone, right?
I'm on the East Coast myself, over in Massachusetts myself.
Okay. Nice. Good to know.
Yeah, I'm in Washington State, though, not DC. So we're literally the opposite of DC.
Okay. Perfect. Our family in Florida, so also East Coast.
Oh yeah. My girl's family's in Florida as well. I like Florida.
Yeah, it's a nice place, I would say. Yeah.
They just got some snow actually recently.
Crazy. Couldn't believe it.
Defer to you, Mike, because I'm in like 3 of the USA crypto groups. I can't find where the numbers are popping off. I'm sorry. I don't know where this is at.
Oh, no.
No.
Just scroll down here. Like in this chat room right now, just pick a listener. That's it. Just one listener, random listener.
Okay. I'll pick TB, ATBI.
Right. Yeah. Yeah, Mike. Mike, you type super fast, bro. I'm still with that one finger shit. You're like.
Yeah, send us that the person's at as well, Denzel, just so we got it here, and we're gonna wrap this up here.
All right, sounds good. Yeah, so guys, like Mike said there, after this on the chat room, 200, 5 guesses only, and join the TG. Toasty, give a feedback. Do not spam the room. Show some support. I really hope, Chris, you can implement this charity work that you're very passionate about, man. I've seen so many, and they're not willing to go through the trenches. They kind of like when it's facing hardship, it kind of like see ya, move to the next.
Yeah, tapping out kind of thing. Yeah, but isn't it in the end you grow with your challenges? So this is how we approach this. I mean, we did a lot of mistakes in the beginning. I think we're working on, or we worked on that already. And yeah, like you said, in the end, I think you also have to be passionate about it to be succeed. In the end, I think that's just how it is. We are here for the long run. We're ready to put the work in. We have a dedicated team. Maybe more focused off chain. I think so. We have a lot of guys really standing behind this project because they would just want to do something good. So I mean, in the end, it would be a lie if we don't want to combine this with making money. This is of course also a purpose. But in the end, we want to combine it, and yeah.
Yeah, and I like the strategy that you've been thinking about, making it go viral, right? Whether that's to make a toast, do a video, give it to your neighbor, etc. But yeah, if you continue to focus on that viral concept, man, I think all it takes just one, right? Just takes just one to take off.
Yeah, 100%. So we also have an idea. I don't know if it turns out to be success for example, 2.5 million. We have our next charity kind of unlocked, like milestone, which is unlocking the next charity event. And there we actually planned the idea is to integrate a Cybertruck and to make the product stand out a little. Maybe you can understand the strategy what we're aiming for, because the idea is, we're going to rate Elon and we're going to make sure he's at least seeing it. And if he's reacting, I think you guys know what can happen there. I think in the end, it's just an idea and it's just a dream. If we can actually make it, we want to make the charity event anyway. But in the end, the idea was, hey, how can we make it maybe go more viral? So the idea was to maybe integrate a Cybertruck and let's create amazing content about the whole event, and then later on rate Elon so he sees the project, because we have also a contact person in his circle, and we know that there's people who are really passionate also about crypto. And this is what we try to attack or address, if you can say it that way.
Yeah, man, it's better to try than to try it at all, right? So just gotta do it. Sounds
we will
good,
try
guy.
on all ends, bro.
Yeah, let's do it, man. You gotta work hard. You gotta go through the trenches, man. When I look at a chart, right, I usually like to see it goes up, goes down, go up, go down, right? And I know that, and the team's still there. So that tells me a lot about the character of the team, not just up only, right? When things go well, you don't really know the character of the people. It's only through hardship that you really identify and really know the character of that person, right? And that's when the chart it goes up, goes down, 80% retracement, goes up again, goes down again, and the team's still there working the Telegram, being active. And now that's commitment. And so actually,
that shows what you're up to. That shows what you're up to, probably, right? I would also say.
Yeah, I invest in charts like that. I don't invest in just one goal, right? Just go up only. And usually I kind of like wait, kind of see, kind of have a good feeling, feel out how the team sentiment is or their mental state is. And that's not one thing that I usually analyze the project. I don't have to look at the team. I just look at the chart and I know exactly what the team is up to. So anyway, guys, Toasty, thank you for being here. Denzel, you're the man. And check them out, guys.
Hold on, real quick. I forgot. There are 2 tokens I am actually looking at. I don't know why it slipped my head, but I am 6, so forgive me. I'll tell you 2 alpha plays that I think are really hot if you want me to give them. You want me to drop them or what?
Let's do it. What you got?
Right. Aria, I know you were talking about another AI token that you got in pre-sale, but Aria is already out. It was 250K last night. It just shot up to 460K market cap now. This was at 3 million, and they are the first AI sentient being, artificial intelligence. Imagine this, this is literally Synchroverse, which you could follow on Twitter. They are a real company. They have a patent pending on this tech. They've been developing it for 4 years. They're not crypto guys. They've been just working on tech, and they brought Aria to crypto for the first time ever. This is new to them. So I've been a big supporter of that project. I'm not an investor as far as pre-sale. I just found them off my It's funny. My private group obviously alerted me to this token, and then I dived in, saw the community. These are the hardest working, and what Seattle just said is 100% true. When everything's going great, you have no. I say this all the time. It's funny. Me and him have a great mindset together. Like when everything's going good, you don't really know who's going to show up to work or what's happening because everybody's smiling and it's happy. When things start crashing and burning to the ground, you want to know who shows up. And I'm going to attest to this in a second. So they did the first live stream Twitch. We all there were. I was watching it. They put that AI. Her name's Aria. She looks like an NPC video game character at a Grand Theft Auto. Imagine like if you were playing with Frank and you talk to Frank in real time. Like that's what they've built. And they have a lot of tech behind it. So Aria is sitting there in front of her room on her computer on Twitch, and we're typing to her, and she's looking at it and responding to us, okay? So they've made a couple improvements since that, but I have not seen anybody pull this off. And the idea of what they're doing is to make her the first social influencer, getting brand partnerships with, like even the tequila, the Lila tequila one makes $10 million a year in partnership and brand deals. And this is an AI agent that's going to be around 24/7, playing video games, streaming on Twitch, streaming on YouTube. They just released the Twitter ability to tag her so she could respond to you, but she's going to be on Spaces soon where you can talk to her in real time with the voice. Forget like type to text. Like you're going to be able to have a conversation like we're having right now, and she's going to talk back to you, and she's AI, like you're having a conversation. So that token, I'm all in. I got 7.2 million tokens. Like I definitely think this is a real company. And when I want to say this too, the stream was not what people expected. And again, this has never been done. So I guess the expectations from the trailers and everything were set. The bar was just a little too high, and people panic sold. And then the chart dumped from 3 million to 200 to 100K. And when people were talking to me when this happened, I was buying up more. The reason I did that is because I want to buy the blood in the water, but that was an overreaction for a team that's been showing up to work every day. And they ran a Spaces right after and was getting constructive criticism and feedback from their community to figure out, like, what do we want? What can they do? Because the tech is there, but visually, aesthetically, you know how crypto is, man. People are in it today, gone tomorrow. They're not actually understanding the long-term vision of an actual company that's been building this for 4 years. They're not going to just shut the doors and go home. So, like, when I see something like that, you have a great, and it's not financial advice, but I would say grab a bag because I highly believe that that is going to go up back to 3 million and beyond. The AI space is hot, and it's very difficult to find legitimate development teams that weren't even in crypto that have been spending hundreds of thousands of dollars to build this out for 4 years and have a working product. That's the first one. The second one.
What was the ticker again?
Aria. Aria, A-R-I-A. And the second one is called Glitch Gremlin AI. Okay, this guy is a coder, a developer, has 22,000 followers on Twitter. I think Xbox follows him. And all he gives a fuck about is the code. Like, he doesn't really care about doing, like, big, you know, I'm going to send a trailer video to get you all pumped up and everything. Like, he's just been coding, and what he's building for Gremlin, for Glitch Gremlin, is it's a service that will stress test any developer's programming on Solana. For instance, he's going to release the Gremlin, and it's going to see what security issues you have. I mean, this guy's like followed by NASA and shit. I mean, it's crazy. Like, the top hackers in the world follow this guy, and he's been on Twitter for 10 years. I don't think he's just going to shut the door either. So this was at 7 million market cap, 7 million, and dipped to 400K and 300K because I think there's some farming going on. He locked his tokens. I don't think he gives a shit about selling it. He's just been so focused on the coding that nobody got the opportunity to see that he released a product yet. And then because of the people being impatient, they just started dumping the chart because they wanted to see, I want it right now. And I've been buying that up as well. So, like, those are the two biggest tokens I'm holding. And the reason I'm holding them are because these are real developers, real people. They have a following. They've been around for a minute. And I highly doubt they're just going to give up tomorrow. Like, you know, if we get wrecked, we get wrecked. But those are the factors I look for at low market caps when they should be way higher. And when he does release his product, imagine the immense buying pressure coming in because they have to buy the native token in order for the services to be rendered. And I like real world asset tokens. You have to have a revenue stream from somewhere for something. And both of those are going to be able to pull that off. So I just think it's something to look at.
100%. I think actually isn't that the first video AI agent there, Denzel?
Yeah. Yeah, it is.
Actually, I've heard about this. Actually, I looked at that project early on. I'll tell you what, send me the info. I'm going to go ahead and post what Denzel just talked about. Again, guys, nothing on here is financial advice. If you have a great project. What's that?
I can get them in here in an AMA for you. There's just a lot of crackling going on, but I can get them in here with you guys if you want to run an AMA with them.
Yeah, let's talk about that. Guys, if you guys have great projects, man, here, we're here. I know that people pay us and stuff for AMAs as well, but we're here, we're traders. We're here to make money. So you guys have good projects, hit me up, hit Mike up, right? If you have a great project, we will support you. So we're not here to gatekeep people and, whatever, just only talk about what we invest, etc., or who will pay for us only now. We're gonna open this up. If you have a great project, just let us know. Yeah, let's talk about that. Denzel, hit me up in the DM, and I'd like to bring the REO team in. Actually, that seems actually very, very interesting.
I will, man. Thomas is the marketing guy over there. He's a phenomenal dude. All very nice people. You would have a blast. So I'll put that together. I'll DM you. Make that happen.
Sounds good. All right, guys. Well, I gotta run. I got other meetings I got to attend. So thank you so much for everyone coming in here, listening to us. Thank you, DJ Mike and Santa Claus Mike, for being here as well. I think your DJ skills got to be improved next time, though, Mike. I got to say.
I'll get working on it for sure, bro.
Anyway, guys, thank you so much, and we'll catch you guys.
Yeah, also thanks for having us. Thanks for inviting us. You really did an amazing job by hosting this, and take care, guys. It was amazing to get in touch with you guys.
100%. We'll be in touch. We'll be in touch, Chris. Thank you. All right, guys. Let's go. We're out. See you on the next one, guys.
All right, guys. See ya.